can see past you.
I think you've never seen much at all.
Okay, so this video is a little savage and I contemplated making it quite a bit. The advice given in this video will be based on the movie Damage, and I will break down the techniques of the seductress Anna. The savage part is that I know the techniques work in real life and I will tell you how. We will speak through the steps of the entire seduction game in this movie. And now a little disclaimer here. Even though I am aware of my own seductive powers and I know the seduction techniques, I don't use them on people in my life that I know I will not love. However, I think it is good to know them just in case someone wants to use them on you. And also this channel is all about becoming a high-value, powerful woman, and I'm sharing with you my journey of becoming a wife. I believe that it is good to use seduction and savage techniques for good use, and that's why I am sharing them with you now. Please don't use them to hook anyone who you don't want to love. Using them on someone you are going to love or to create passion in your relationship or marriage is a good thing. So now let's get into the movie. And before we begin with the techniques, let me share with you the plot so you know the context of the story. The movie was based on a book with the same title, Damage. The movie was directed by a director, Louis Malle, and it tells a story about an accomplished man who has an amazing career as a politician and a family of his own. His life seems seemingly complete and great until he meets his son's fiancée, Anna. He quickly falls into a strong and deep obsession for her, and he falls deeply in love with her. And this, as you may know, and as the title suggests, leads to a lot of damage to all parties involved. Okay, now let's do a breakdown for her seduction game that make this poor man hooked and in love with her deeply. Point number 1, her aura, be a goddess. First of all, the most important thing about seducing someone else is being able to seduce yourself, and I will explain you in this point how this mattered for the movie character Anna. Before you make someone obsessed with you, you must first believe that you are a being who is able to be put such pedestal. There are many ways to do that, and for the sake of the video, I will quickly mention inner work, meaning get rid of any negative self-belief, negative self-concept, heal your fears, insecurities to the best of your abilities. This is a constant work, and I also keep working on that. You must believe that you are a seductive goddess. Dress well, smell amazing, be clean, be educated, invest in yourself, and love yourself to the best of your ability. Date yourself, buy yourself flowers, wear lingerie, and I have plenty of videos on all those topics on my channel. I also have lots of videos on self-love because I believe in self-love and I really believe it more than anyone else. And I also believe that this is the best for making someone else obsessed with you. First, make yourself obsessed with yourself. Wear that lingerie under your dress. Make yourself feel sexy and feminine, like a goddess. You must exude that sensual energy before you even think about making someone obsessed with yourself. And believe me, it really works for me, and it also works for our character Anna, and I will explain you how. So we can notice that Anna was always well dressed. She seemed to be very confident. I think that she was very well groomed. She was presenting herself in a very simple way, but this is what you can notice about her. Also, a lot of beauty comes from within, and there is a lot in your aura. For me, as I mentioned already, wearing lingerie makes me feel that sensual energy already at the start. Putting on my favorite perfume, wearing my favorite dress, setting the mood for myself with some music before I go out. And ladies, be a little mysterious. This will make your dark energy more alluring. So to summarize this point, to seduce anyone, we must first seduce ourselves and love ourselves. Really. Believe that you are a sensual goddess and this energy will radiate out of you. Why is it important? Well, because the object of your desire must first notice you and they must feel some attraction to you. You must believe or pretend like you believe that you are the best thing they can get, and you must radiate that. The mystery and aura around you will make them hooked. And then we can follow with the rest of the techniques. Point number 2, give attention and withdraw it. And I keep contemplating making the video as I speak. because those advice is savage, and I am really afraid someone will use that not for good reasons. But okay, I have been there where I wanted to make someone obsessed with me for good cause, and I believe this will be used in good cause. So, once someone notices you and gives you attention, keep enjoying it. Source your energy from his attention, but don't be so quick to give it back to him. Throw him a little hints. Make a little eye contact, make him watch you, and make him interested in you. Make a little Mona Lisa smile. Once you meet him, and you must make him come to you. You make him come to you by making him believe that he can lose you. Use the triangle techniques that worked so much in this movie. She had a boyfriend, but she was still making it seem as she is attracted to her boyfriend's father. And I don't want anyone to play someone else, but to get the attention of another man. There are ways to create triangles without hurting someone. If you are in an office, speak with another person but make a little eye contact with the person you want to seduce. Be absorbed with your work, but when he looks at you, look back at him and go back to your work. Give and withdraw attention. And this can work well for people in marriages too. You must make him know that you are attracted to him, but he must also know that you know your value and you know you are a sensual goddess. And there are other things in your life that also matter. In other words, be the queen of your word. There are other people and matters that are important too. A talk with a colleague when he passes by. The work you do. A call with a client. Show him that you are in another world and he can only look at you from afar. That he can admire you, but he has not access to you yet. And next, to have access to you, he must create a situation that is of his idea and where the two of you can be together. Now, going back to the movie, notice that at the family dinner, she was responding to people's questions in a classy way. She looked beautiful and let's imagine she smelled nice. But he kept looking at her. She wasn't accessible to him in that moment. First of all, because she was dating his son, but second of all, because it was a social public situation. And she was not smothering him with her attention. She was looking at him, making him know that she is attracted to him. But she was existing in a space to which he had no access to. And after the dinner, he goes to her home. He pursues her and creates a situation when he can have her for himself. When he enters the flat, she's sitting there knowing that he would come. She's confident in her seductive power, and she was sitting there even once when he entered the room. She didn't even move when he already started coming her way. Notice how she is sitting in her chair. And by the way, we will make breakdown for other movies and you will see that this is a very powerful pose and one that works so well for seducing. So stay where you are and make him come to you and take you. Make his pursuits his idea. Point number 3. Show your interest. So after he has made it obvious that he wants you so much and he is hooked, you must also show your interest. Nothing kills attraction than someone who does not reciprocate at all. Beside eye contact, you can now choose one move and make it. In the movie, Anna makes a phone call to him to see him again. But even though she did that, her energy was not clingy towards him. She made the move, but still you can see it in the movie as she never showed him that she pursues him. She was not clingy at all. She only showed him that she wants him. However, he was still pursuing her. Point number 4. Hot and cold. Pleasure and pain. And I hate to say that, but you can see that this man was so hooked because of this technique and this works so well. Probably not because of Anna intends to do that, but because of the situation they were in. Anyways, withdraw your attention a bit. After a peak pleasure moment, like a good date or an emotional conversation where you know that he is hooked, withdraw your attention a bit. And this is also good to know when someone does it for you. And believe me, I was able to catch someone doing this to me this year. And oh boy, good to know that. So anyways, going back to the movie, there were many ups and downs for him. The moment I will play for you now came after he saw Anna and her boyfriend together in a hotel room. For the triangle technique, knowing that she's not accessible to him, knowing that he wants her more than anything, and the cold nature of that moment, it really made him hooked. Making him know he will lose her. This is important to apply not only in our romantic relationship, but in our friendships too. People can take you for granted. They must know you have your own little life and that they can lose all the pleasures and the emotions you create in their life. If you notice, the wife was doing exactly the opposite. She was not only there physically, but she was also always available energetically as well. Anytime her husband comes home, she was catering to his needs. She was there always supporting him, and it is very sad and unfortunate. But this is often taken for granted. The person who causes pain will draw someone more than this warm and loving one. And that's why I think that taking savage techniques to use them for good cause, like creating passion in your marriage or relationship, is actually a very good thing. Point number 5. When he puts his feelings in order. Once he tells you he loves you and he wants to be with you, be available for him, make him know that you want him, desire him, and all that, but don't be so quick with your yes to him. Don't show him that it is what you are waiting for. Point number 6. Make him know that you can walk away in any moment. I don't want to spoiler the movie for you, but I will say that it was obvious that Anna is there now and she can probably stay, but that she can and will go once the circumstances are not right. She was able to find another man as soon as the situation required it, and it was somehow obvious from the beginning. And this makes us go back to the first point, that energy is really important and you must make yourself look unbothered. And this is hard, but it is possible. Well, this is it. I hope you liked the video. Please leave a comment below with your thoughts on the movie and the seduction game I have broke down for you, and I really hope you will not use it for wrong reasons. Stay wifey and stay classy. Bye bye.